Kody and Robyn Brown, the most discussed couple from Sister Spouses, have by and by wound up at the focal point of contention. This time, fans are humming about their new excursion at a bar, where they were supposedly spotted celebrating and having a ball, a strange sight for the pair, taking into account their past position on specific social ways of behaving. The excursion has started a rush of hypothesis, disappointment, and interest among fans, particularly given the continuous pressures in the earthy-colored family. Startling night out causes a commotion. The earthy-colored family has long depicted themselves as moderate and strict, with large numbers of their way of life decisions affected by their convictions. So when Kody and Robyn were supposedly seen setting free at a bar, it came as a shock to many fans who have followed their excursion throughout the long term. As per observers, Kody and Robyn were seen in what had all the earmarks of being a celebratory state of mind, snickering, talking with others, and apparently partaking in their night out cool as a cucumber. A few fans are addressing why the couple, who have frequently condemned specific ways of behaving, would out-party, while others are contemplating whether this is an indication of a more profound change in their own lives. Fan responses: fraud or simply setting free? As insight about Kody and Robyn's bar exposing spread, online entertainment ejected with a blend of shock and entertainment. Many fans accept their way of behaving is two-faced, particularly taking into account how several has frequently taken a more serious position on way of life decisions that don't line up with their convictions. One Twitter client expressed, "So Kody and Robyn are out drinking and celebrating now? Might it be said that they weren't the ones making a decision about different spouses for being rowdy? The false reverence is unbelievable." One more added, "I'm not even frantic, recently confounded. If they have any desire to appreciate life, fine, however, don't act all grandiose about it when others do likewise." In the meantime, a few fans have safeguarded the couple, contending that they reserve a privilege to loosen up and live it up without judgment. A fan posted on Reddit, "Perhaps they're simply attempting to live it up. Everybody has the right to unwind some of the time." Notwithstanding, others immediately countered that contention, calling attention to the inconsistency in their activities contrasted with their past remarks on comparative way of behaving. The planning of their night out brings up issues. Many fans are additionally scrutinizing the planning of Kody and Robyn's bar visit. With pressure still intense inside the earthy-colored family, particularly following Christine and Janelle's ways out, some accept this outing could be a way for them to get away from the continuous show. Kody lost 2 spouses and is celebrating now? Seems as though he's having an emotional meltdown, one fan kidded. One more estimated, Robyn's been attempting to keep Kody blissful since Christine left. Perhaps this is her approach to taking him for a ride so he doesn't winding more. Furthermore, some have contemplated whether several's funds are assuming a part in their way of behaving. With the family's monetary battles being a significant idea on Sister Spouses, a few fans question how they can manage the cost of evenings out while different pieces of the family appear to be battling. What's the significance here for the eventual fate of the earthy-colored family? While it's difficult to say without a doubt what this night out connotes, Indicate can't help thinking that Kody and Robyn might be relaxing in manners that fans didn't anticipate. Whether this is an indication of an individual change, an endeavor to occupy from family unrest, or basically an innocuous night out is not yet clear. One thing is without a doubt, fans will watch out for Kody and Robyn's best courses of action. With Sister Spouses proceeding to archive the unwinding of the earthy-colored family, many are contemplating whether this second will be tended to in later episodes or on the other hand on the off chance that the couple will stay quiet on the subject. Last contemplations, a snapshot of tomfoolery or a greater story? Kody and Robyn's bar exposing has surely worked up conversations, with fans discussing whether this is only an innocuous evening of tomfoolery or an impression of something more profound. While some see it as an indication of fraud, others view it as a characteristic development of their relationship as they push ahead in their lives. Notwithstanding where fans stand, one thing is clear: Kody and Robyn keep on being the most discussed couple on Sister Spouses, and this most recent occurrence has simply added to the interest. Will they address the discussion, or will they let the bits of hearsay go crazy? Is opening up more than ever in her exceptionally expected new book. Fans have been enthusiastically anticipating the opportunity to hear Christine's side of the story, and presently she is giving them a selective sneak look inside the pages of her tell-all diary. From her encounters in the polygamous earthy-colored family to her excursion toward autonomy, Christine's book vows to uncover stunning subtleties that were never displayed on TV. Christine's new book, An Excursion of Self-Disclosure. Subsequent to settling on the extraordinary choice to leave Kody Brown and her plural marriage behind, Christine has been vocal about her recently discovered bliss and opportunity. In her book, she dives further into the profound battles she looked inside the family, her explanations behind leaving, and how she has remade her life as a solitary lady. In a new online entertainment post, Christine prodded fans with an extract from the book, sharing, "There were such countless minutes where I felt undetectable, unheard. I remained in light of the fact that I accepted I needed to, yet where it counts, I realized I merited more." This strong assertion has proactively reverberated with fans who have followed her excursion on sister spouses for quite a long time. Stunning disclosures about Kody and the earthy-colored family. One of the greatest draws of Christine's book is the in-the-background knowledge into her previous relationship with Kody Brown and the elements of the earthy-colored family. While Sister Spouses has recorded a large number of their battles, Christine hints that there is significantly more in question than what has been displayed on television. As indicated by Christine, she felt ignored and genuinely deserted some time before she pursued the choice to leave. "There were times when I would sit in a room brimming with individuals, despite everything feel totally alone. The affection and consideration I hungered for were never genuinely there," she composed. Her book likewise investigates what Kody's preference toward Robyn Brown meant for the remainder of the family. Christine recommends that the breaks in their marriage extended when she understood that Kody was not generally keen on keeping an equivalent relationship with his spouses as a whole. The second she realized it was finished. Christine subtleties the defining moment that prompted her choice to leave. She reviews one deplorable second when she at last understood that Kody in no way wanted to battle for their marriage. "I inquired as to whether he actually cherished me, and his response broke me. It was at that time I realized I was unable to continue to imagine any longer," she uncovered. She additionally addresses the troublesome discussions she had with her kids about the split. While some were steady and urged her to seek after her bliss, others battled with the truth of their family's evolving dynamic. Christine's new life and likely arrangements. Since leaving Kody, Christine has completely embraced her freedom. Her book gives fans a more critical glance at her new life in Utah, her excursion towards self-esteem, and even alludes to her likely arrangements. From new vocation open doors to individual achievements, Christine shares how she has tracked down delight beyond polygamy. One especially endearing section centers around her developing certainty and freshly discovered bliss. "Without precedent for years, I awaken having an energized outlook on my future. I at last feel like I am living for myself," she composed. Fans respond to Christine's forthcoming book. As insight about Christine's book keeps on spreading, Sister Spouses fans have taken to virtual entertainment to communicate their fervor. Many have adulated her for her boldness in talking her reality and can hardly hold back to get their hands on the diary. One fan tweeted, "Christine has forever been my number one. I'm so blissful she's sharing her story in her own specific manner." One more added, "I'll be pre-requesting this book as quickly as possible. We really want to hear the genuine story of what happened in that family." In the meantime, some are considering how Kody and the remainder of the earthy-colored family will respond to Christine's disclosures. While Kody has been to a great extent pompous of Christine's takeoff on the show, fans estimate that her book could drive him to defy a few hard insights. Will Christine's book change the story? Christine's diary can possibly reshape how fans view sister spouses and the earthy-colored family's ancestry. With her open narrating and first-hand viewpoint, the book could reveal insight into parts of the family's connections that have stayed concealed as of not long ago. As Christine plans to deliver her book, one thing is clear: her process is rousing endless fans who see themselves in her story. Whether ladies have felt caught in undesirable connections or the people who are looking for the boldness to begin once again, Christine's words make certain to leave an enduring effect. Last considerations, a must-peruse for Sister Spouses fans. Christine Brown's new book is turning out to be a must-peruse for any individual who has followed sister spouses. With crude genuineness, close-to-home profundity, and stunning disclosures, the journal makes certain to give another viewpoint on her time in the earthy-colored family and the strength it took to leave. Whether you're a long-term fan or new to Christine's story, this book vows to be an educational excursion of strength, development, and confidence. Will Christine's words at long last have an impact on the manner in which individuals see the earthy-colored family? Standing out as truly newsworthy, this time for his part in immersing Aurora Brown. While this second could appear as though a contacting otherworldly achievement, fans are addressing whether the choice was genuinely Kody's or on the other hand in the event that it was vigorously impacted by Robyn Brown. Given Robyn's notable cozy relationship with Kody and her standing for having critical influence over his choices, hypothesis is going crazy about the inspirations driving Aurora's submersion and how might affect the earthy-colored relational intricacies. Kody's job in Aurora's absolution. Kody has been open about his confidence all through sister spouses, yet throughout the long term, his otherworldly initiative has been raised doubt about. With his associations with his different spouses decaying and his emphasis apparently focused on Robyn and her youngsters, many fans see this immersion at this point one more illustration of his prioritization of Robyn's side of the family. Onlookers and spilled photographs from the occasion show Kody standing gladly close to Aurora as she makes this critical strict stride. In a family that has been destroyed by private battles and separations, the occasion caused a commotion, particularly among Christine and Janelle's allies, who feel that Kody has disregarded his organic youngsters while taking on an undeniably caring job in Robyn's kids' lives. One fan remarked via virtual entertainment, Kody never appeared to be this included when his different children had achievements. Be that as it may, with regards to Robyn's children, he's unexpectedly the world's best father. One more added, this simply demonstrates what we've all known, Robyn's children start things out, regardless of anything. Was this Robyn's impact? Numerous watchers except Robyn coordinated the whole occasion, further setting her family's place as Kody's essential concentration. Since wedding Kody, Robyn has been blamed for being manipulative and directing him away from his different spouses and kids. Fans suspect that her impact stretches out past family choices and into significant strict and family decisions. One hypothesis coursing on the web recommends that Robyn believed this sanctification should underscore that her kids are completely coordinated into Kody's otherworldly excursion. Some hypothesize that she involved Kody's confidence as a method for guaranteeing her children stay associated with him, particularly as his associations with his different kids develop more stressed. On Reddit, a sister spouse's fan guessed, this entire thing feels like one more way for Robyn to ensure her children are treated as the genuine earthy-colored youngsters. Kody scarcely recognizes a portion of his different children, yet here he is playing the ideal dad. Others brought up that before, Kody wasn't close to as engaged with his other kids' strict achievements. What's the significance here for Kody's different children? The submersion has reignited the well-established banter over Kody's preference. Throughout the long term, large numbers of his more seasoned youngsters, particularly those from Christine and Janelle, have communicated disappointment over how they feel sidelined contrasted with Robyn's children. Some have even moved away from Kody altogether, as seen with Post and Gabe, who have been vocal about their stressed relationship with their dad. Christine, who has never kept down on talking her reality, supposedly feels that Kody's association in Aurora's absolution is one more affront. A source near the family supposedly expressed, Christine isn't shocked. She's been saying for quite a long time that Kody just thinks often about Robyn's children. This simply makes her statement. Janelle, then again, has stayed more saved, however fans conjecture that she, as well, should feel baffled watching Kody focus on Robyn's youngsters over their common ones. How might this work out on sister spouses? With sister spouses proceeding to report the disintegrating of the earthy-colored family, all things considered, this sanctification will be a huge idea in impending episodes. Watchers will observe near perceive how Kody tends to the backfire, and whether any of his different youngsters take a stand in opposition to the unmistakable preference at play. Attention makers may likewise jump all over the chance to feature how the remainder of the earthy-colored family responded to the occasion. Will Christine and Janelle's youngsters straightforwardly express their mistake? Will Kody shield his choice and guarantee he's simply being a decent dad? Or on the other hand, will Robyn step in to legitimize what is happening and demand it wasn't necessary to focus on partiality by any means? Fan responses, acclaim or analysis? While some sister spouses fans accept the sanctification was basically an individual strict decision, most responses online incline toward dissatisfaction and frustration. Virtual entertainment has been overwhelmed with conversations about Kody's nurturing decisions and whether Robyn is decisively getting her family's place as his first concern. A Twitter client expressed, "To play top picks, fine. Be that as it may, he ought to essentially speak the truth about it as opposed to imagining he's as yet the head of every one of his children." One more added, "This simply affirms what we as a whole knew, Robyn's children are Kody's primary need, and every other person is a reconsideration." Last contemplations, a more profound separation? Kody earthy-colored's contribution in Aurora's submersion is the very most recent in a long series of moves that have extended the fracture in the earthy-colored family. Whether Robyn assumed a part in coordinating the occasion, the optics are clear. Kody keeps on focusing on his relationship with Robyn and her youngsters, leaving his different children feeling dismissed. As fans hold back to perceive how this unfurls on sister spouses, one thing is sure, the breaks in the earthy-colored family proceed to broaden, and Kody's decisions are just exacerbating the situation. Will this absolution be the straw that broke the camel's back for his different youngsters, or will Kody at long last understand the effect of his bias? The truth will come out at some point.